Rick, Basha says it won't let her sign in or log in. I don't know.
We're live, Jen.
We're live. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wednesday, March 3rd meeting of Youngstown City Council. We hope and trust that everybody enjoyed this spring-like day today and the rest of this week. Does everyone have an agenda before them? I believe so. Just a quick note, in the past, I've missed a few hands by accident. So if I don't see your hand and you have a question, please interrupt so that I can acknowledge you. And I apologize in the past and in advance for bypassing anyone. Councilman Ray, are you ready to go through the agenda?
Yes, Mr. President, I am.
All right, under communications, item number 1.
Item 1 is receive and file.
2,
Receive and file.
3,
Receive and file.
4,
Receive and file.
5,
Receive and file.
6,
Permission granted.
7.
7 will be a roll call vote.
Okay. We don't have any public comments. We do have one speaker this evening, Mr. Dylan DeSantis, speaking on legalizing psychedelics. I'm not sure. Mr. DeSantis, are you on?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Thank you
I am
for
here.
joining us.
Good evening.
Yes, just a couple of quick housekeeping rules. I'm going to give you the floor here in a second, but you have 3 minutes to make your presentation. There'll be no, I know this is kind of just informational, I believe, but there's no, personal attacks or things of that nature. Singling out any members of council, just speak on your topic, stay on topic, and if there's a need for further conversation, then we can definitely connect you after the fact. Once you're done speaking, you're welcome to resume watching the rest of the council meeting via the live stream on the city's website or on YouTube. And again, we appreciate you for joining us this evening, and you have 3 minutes. You do have the floor.
Can you come back to me in like 5 minutes? Is that okay?
Pardon me?
Can you come back to me? I can go.
no.
Hold on.
You're
Okay.
on right now. You have 3 minutes, sir.
I need to screen share. Is that possible?
No, you could just say what you need to say, and then if there's something you want.
It's a video
council-
presentation.
We have no way to control that.
Yeah, I don't think we have the capability for you to screen share as the speaker. So what I will say though, is definitely, you can still present. We can't see it, but if you want to forward the email to our clerk, the video to the clerk for distribution to all the members of council, you definitely can do that as well.
Okay,
All right?
that wraps my presentation. Thank you for the time.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I'm not sure you understood what I was saying, but that's all right. Under resolutions,
Yeah, I would agree, Mr. President. I mean, we have no way to control video content that would be streaming on an open live.
yeah, and we weren't aware of that prior to the request, and so had that been known, we could have resolved that. But
Perhaps in the future they could present it to us so we could vet it prior to showing.
yeah, that's fine. I gave him the opportunity to send the video to the clerk for distribution, but yeah, that's his discretion. So we'll move on. Under resolutions, item number 1.
Suspend the consent.
Number 2.
Suspend the consent.
Under ordinances, number 3.
Suspend the consent.
Number 4.
Suspend the consent.
Number 5.
Suspend the consent.
Number 6.
Suspend to consent.
Number 7,
Suspend to consent.
number 8,
Suspend to consent.
number 9.
Suspend to consent.
All right, let's go back through from the beginning real quick. Under communications, item number 1,
Receive and file.
2,
Receive and file.
3,
Receive and file.
4,
Receive and file.
5,
Receive and file.
6,
Permission granted.
7.
Roll call vote.
Under resolutions, number 1,
Suspend to consent.
2.
Suspend to consent.
Under ordinances, number 3,
Suspend to consent.
4,
Suspend to consent.
5,
Suspend to consent.
6,
Suspend to consent.
7,
Suspend to consent.
8,
Suspend to consent.
and number 9.
Suspend to consent.
All right, are there any other adjustments that need to be made to the agenda? All right, well, we are ready to move forward. Councilman Ray?
I see no reason not to.
All right. Well, I want to officially call this meeting of Youngstown City Council to order. It's Wednesday, March 3rd, 2021. Clerk, call the roll.
Adamzat,
Here.
Davis,
Here.
Hughes,
Here.
McNally,
Here.
Oliver,
Here.
Ray,
Here.
Turner,
Here.
and Kitchen.
Here. Mr. Ray, is there a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes for the February 17th, 2021 meeting and approve the journal?
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to dispense with reading of the minutes for the meeting that was held on February 17th, 2021, and approve the journal.
Second.
The motion carries. Under communications, item number 1, Mr. Ray.
Mr. President, under communication, I move that items 1 through 6 be received and filed and permission granted.
Second.
That motion carries. Under communications, item number 7 is the appointing of Mr. Kyle Mizak to the finance director. And we simply need a roll call vote on this particular one. So clerk, if you would call the roll to affirm Mr. Kyle Mizak to the position of finance director.
Adamzat,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
McNally,
Yes.
Oliver,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Turner.
Yes.
7 yeas, 0 nays to confirm the appointment of Kyle Mysak as finance director.
All right. Congratulations, Mr. Mizak.
Congratulations.
There were no
Can I
public
say
comments.
something, Council?
Yes, sir,
Kitchen?
Mr. Mizak, yes, you may.
I just would like to thank all of you for being supportive of me being put in that position by the administration. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Under resolutions, item number 1,
Authorizing the city of Youngstown to file an application with the Ohio Environmental Protection Agency Division of Environmental and Financial Assistance to participate in the Ohio EPA Community and Litter Grant Program.
Councilman Ray.
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules of council and place resolutions items 1 and 2 before council for passage pursuant to the consent agenda.
Second.
Roll call on the suspension.
Adamzat,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
McNally,
Yes.
Oliver,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Turner.
Yes.
7 yeas, 0 nays.
The rules of council have been suspended. Are there any remarks or questions? Roll call on the passage.
Adamzat,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
McNally,
Yes.
Oliver,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Turner.
Yes.
7 yeas for the passage.
Resolutions 1 and 2 have been passed. Under ordinances, item number 3.
Authorizing the Board of Control of the City of Youngstown to approve the purchase of water bill envelopes for the Youngstown Water Department.
Councilman Ray.
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules of council and place items 3 through 9 before council for passage pursuant to the consent agenda.
Second.
Roll call on the suspension.
Adamsat,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
McNally,
Yes.
Oliver,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
Turner.
Yes.
7 yeas for the suspension.
The rules of council have been suspended. Are there any remarks or questions? Roll call on the passage.
Adamsat,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
McNally,
Yes.
Oliver,
Yes.
Ray,
Yes.
and Turner.
Yes.
7 yeas for the passage.
Ordinances 3 through 9 have all been passed. Ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude our agenda for today. Are there any remarks from, we'll start in the second ward, Councilman Hughes.
Is Aaron in the audience?
Bishop,
Yes.
Aaron Bishop. Yes, Aaron, are you available still?
I'm here.
Oh.
There she is.
Well, I just want to pass on some information that some of my constituents was asking me. Is it possible that we can have either testing or a distribution site for this virus on the east side? Hopefully McGuffey Center or some sort like that, since it's the main only structure we really have other than some of the churches. But I've got several calls and they are asking if that's possible and if it can be. I'm passing it along.
Yeah. Through the chair, I just want to say absolutely, Councilman Hughes, we can get on a phone call with them and try to get something over there in early April. I know that our time at Eugenia Atkinson is kind of ending here as we're going to start opening up our camps and everything. So we were going to start looking for places as soon as in the next couple of weeks. But I did, since if I could just kind of add a couple of things.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that okay? While I'm here, thank you so much. I wanted to just let everybody know that I've been having talks with FEMA today, with FEMA and the EMA, trying to bring in, we're going to be doing mass clinics coming up here shortly. They want to start them like the first week of April. And we're hopefully going to be doing the mass clinics at like the Covelli Center. They want large venues because we're going to be doing anywhere from 1,500 a day to 2,500 a day. So we'll be kind of talking about that soon. But I think, as we get into more of the general population, the younger folks, we're going to be doing mass vaccination clinics with FEMA, with the National Guard. So it's not all on the health department to do. So that just came out today. So we'll be having them in the city of Youngstown. But yes, my whole goal is to do other clinics at other parts of the city. Right now, like I said, at the beginning, it was really just to do, Eugenia was easy, especially when we have to do the 2 doses. We did receive Moderna, Johnson & Johnson. We only received 300, but we are going to distribute those. What's nice about Johnson & Johnson, it's only 1 shot as opposed to 2. So when we give it to somebody, we don't have to worry about them coming back. And, a month later, people forget or they chicken out because they didn't like how they felt for the first one. So we're hoping, with Johnson & Johnson, it's a little bit easier to do at different places. So we'll keep you posted about that. But I did also want to let everyone know that we've done over 8,000 vaccinations since our very first one, which was on December 30th. So I'm very proud of the staff of the Youngstown City Health Department. Again, that is just strictly the city of Youngstown who's distributed over 8,000 vaccines.
Wow.
I know.
Good.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just want to say one more thing too. We are going to start tomorrow when people go to register on the website for those under 65, so 60 to 64. there will be a link to where they can sign up for their own vaccine. So they can, go ahead and make their own appointment, which I think we're just kind of doing a little pilot program because eventually the whole state wants us to be on a system where every single person in the state of Ohio can go to a website and be able to, to register for themselves. But we here in the city will have our own, hotline for people that don't have a computer or, are having trouble doing it. They'll be able to call from 8 to 4 Monday through Friday, and someone will walk them through the process. And if they can't figure it out, we'll do it for them. So we'll be there to help our citizens get that done. And again, that's tomorrow as we open up to our police officers, our funeral homes, so people that work in the funeral home industry, our daycare centers, and then also those 64 to 65 or 60 to 64. So, okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you very much. Great job with the 8,000 distribution so far. Keep up the good work. And as they come, I'm sure you all will keep working. I think Councilman Oliver had a question for you as well.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. Aaron, two questions. One is, are we planning on opening up anything for St. Patrick's Day festivities? And the second question is, can you give some clarity on the Johnson & Johnson vaccine? I attended a seminar last week, and basically it was said that the Johnson & Johnson one isn't as effective. I didn't know if that was factual or just something that was going around.
No, through the chair, Councilman Oliver. So Johnson & Johnson is 75% effective, but what they're saying that being effective, it's like the best part, you know what I mean? So they're saying, Moderna and Pfizer are both 95%, but people are saying that even though it's only 75%, it's still, doing its job of fighting off the virus. So we have a lot of people wanting Johnson & Johnson, even though it's only 75% effective, but that's what they want because they don't want to have the 2 shots. A lot of people that are afraid of the needle. So, we've been, like I said, we only got a small amount of them, and everyone that we have told, they want the Johnson & Johnson. And then also for your second question, now I forgot what your second question.
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
So I haven't had any requests. The health department has not had any request to do anything big for St. Patrick's Day, I will say. But we're still just gonna really encourage the social distancing, mask wearing. But no one has approached me from downtown asking to do any type of big event for St. Patrick's Day as of now.
Okay,
Thank you. All right, so just changing up the order a little bit. Second ward, fourth ward, Mike, we're gonna do evens today and then odds, and then we'll switch it up next time. Anything from the fourth ward?
Not really, no. Thanks, stay safe.
Thank you, sir. Sixth ward, Councilwoman Davis, I don't see you're on camera, but I think you're here.
Yes, and I had my hand up, yes. It was a question.
You don't
for
have your
Aaron.
camera on, just you are aware.
Oh, I'm quite aware.
Okay, well, I
It's
couldn't see
the
your.
head, the hair, the center of the hair. Aaron, in reference to the vaccinations, is that going to be optional for all safety forces, all of our safety forces, or will it be required for them?
Through the chair, no, it is optional. Anyone can opt into getting the vaccination. It's really up to the departments. But I know we've had, YPD reach out to us. We've had deputies reach out to us, and we had Youngstown State University reach out to us. So again, it's their choice if they want to get it.
But just want to make sure, it's not only YPD, it's also for our firefighters as well, correct?
Sure. Yes, it is. Mhm.
All right. I just want to make sure our safety forces are covered.
Yep.
And Mr. President, that concludes it. Thank you, Aaron, and you guys for you ladies and gentlemen, for doing a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Davis. First ward, Councilman Oliver. Any remarks, any other comments?
Yeah, I just want to say congratulations to Cal being appointed finance director here in the fourth quarter. I want everybody to stay safe. And that's pretty much it. Thank you. And thank you, Aaron, for doing such a great job.
Thank you, sir. Third ward, Councilwoman Turner.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just briefly, as we move through our budget hearings, I want to personally invite all citizens to get involved. Talk to your council person, learn about the resources that your city has and how they're being spent and managed. You can see our meetings by subscribing to the City of Youngstown's YouTube channel. You'll get alerts for when those meetings are happening, and you can watch past meetings so that you can learn more and be engaged and be informed about what's happening in your city. Also, we're in primary season, and it is time that we are standing up and voting twice a year, every year. April the 5th is the last day to register for the May 4th primary. So just be sure that you do that. Take a friend, make sure that everyone is informed and engaged in making our community better. And lastly, as we ease up with all of these restrictions, they're coming up day after day after day. Schools are beginning to open, but we must stay vigilant. Continue to wear your mask, social distance, keep your hands clean, and just be a help to us getting out of this pandemic. Aaron and the entire Youngstown City Health Department, they're doing gangbusters trying to get the vaccines out to us. So call, register online via the city's website so that we can get the vaccine to you and to anyone that needs it. Continue to stay safe, Youngstown. Thanks.
Thank you. Fifth Ward, Councilwoman McNally. I lost her, I think. Is Lauren still with us? Okay. Seventh Ward, Councilwoman Adams-Ack.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just wanted to briefly offer my congratulations also to Kyle. It's great to have him on board in the official capacity now. He offers great knowledge and expertise, so I'm glad that we finally have him as the official finance director. That's all. Thank you.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our meeting. Thank you for attending. Stay safe, and we will see you at the next meeting. Have a good evening, everyone.